right? Because our total testosterone is going to start to go down. Well, we have the opportunity to add it back in there, okay? So
Mhm.
we're going to always be working on hormones, right? Either pick them up, pull them down, move them left, move them right. But I think I overheard that, well, what if I don't want to be on something? Well, then we go back to old genetics, right? Well, God told us what's going to happen. We're going to have an imbalance and we're going to have a rocky road down here. Now, taking that capsule is the only thing that will rebalance us. And I know in the back of our minds, we think, well, what if? And I've been on the longest, Roger. I started first, and I think I'm about 20 years in. Nothing bad happens. I mean, I don't have
Yeah.
new ears. I've got nice skin. I got nice mother. So everything stays, okay? But I
Yep.
can't do it without taking that capsule sometimes. The good thing is the half-life is 4 weeks, right? So as you get into the program 5 and 6 years, you take two at a time. You take it once in a while. You don't have to struggle so much about staying consistent with it, right? But
Sure.
if you notice a little thinning, you say, I probably don't have enough in my tank, right? You think of yourself as just a big ocean. But as you get a little older and the testosterone levels go down, you and I twice a week have the opportunity to inject that stuff back in. But we're going to always have to do something with this human body, right? Otherwise, yes, I go into my gym and get the biceps, right? Hey, doc, can I stop going? Yeah, biceps going to stop being there. So
Yeah.
we're kind of tied to everything, right?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. I guess I just kind of want to know, like, I totally understand all that. And like, it's been great. I do just like, I live my life with contingencies and with exit strategies constantly. And that's just how I
Yeah.
like to play it. So I just like, what could I expect as far as like hair fall once, like if, and I'm not sure if it'll be this year or ever, but if it were
Well,
to happen.
so remember, you're on the two actives, right? So
Right.
you're the 20% like myself. So as soon as you stop taking that capsules, within about 6 7 days, your anxiety levels are going to go back up because your estrogen levels are going to go back up. You're going to lose that tightness around your muscle because your estrogen is going to start putting that extra layer of fatty tissue around your body again. So you're going to go back pretty quickly to where you don't want to go. So if you had only the one active that was the problem, the DHT, you and I would be safe for about 3 4 months. Then the hair would slowly start to, so on that side, the hair side is going to be 3 or 4 months, and then it'll slowly start to miniaturize again. Okay? As long as
Sure.
you and I get back in there, we'll reverse that boat again.
Sure. Yeah. I guess it's just like, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I really don't, my natural body was all right before this, it wasn't like I had like a ton of anxiety or anything. So, I mean, I don't want that to be a reason to stay on it
Uh,
because I'm like, all right, mentally and stuff. So, I would just like to be able to be encouraged that it's okay to go off of it, really from
No,
sort
no,
of like
no. So as far as
a
okay, you're
natural,
absolutely okay.
yeah.
The issue is the ingredients are inside the body that they're a recipe. So imagine you're making an enzyme, and the recipe that mom and dad gave said, "Hey, go make the enzyme a birthday cake. Put in 14 eggs, 1 cup of flour." And the first thing you say is, "That's too many eggs, right?" So we gave you a recipe that says 2 eggs per cup of flour. As
Hmm.
soon as you stop doing that, that's going to go back to the 14 eggs. And like you said, that didn't bother you so much on the estrogen side, right? Your body wasn't so far off, and it's not so far off. You
Hmm.
have the opportunity to dial it in, right? And now you're dialed in. You look, sound great. You're just not going to be optimized, right? You're going to go
Right.
back to your normal self, which was not bad, right? But
Right.
as we get a little older, other things are going to change, right? The testosterone levels start to go down, so then we have to worry
Sure.
about putting that stuff back in. So just always be mindful of the hormones are always something we have to consider inside the body.
Totally. No, I get that. I'm kind of curious. Do people ever come to you like just for testosterone
Oh, of course.
therapy? Is that one of your big thing? Okay.
The
Yeah.
big is
And
now
is
with
that the
molecular.
same? It's the same medication or is it different?
I say molecular medicine deals with enzyme regulation from the beginning. So if you're
Mhm.
going to take something testosterone, you're going to have to necessitate regulate enzymes because you've altered your internal body, right? So your body is built to do what it's currently doing. So when people want to add stuff in, you've got to really work on those enzymes to make sure you go in the right
So
direction.
balanced, right?
Yeah, so that's
Right.
what you've got a balanced capsule. So the other thing to also remember is I think it's 72% of people over 60 are taking a daily supplement.
Mhm.
So there's not enough essential amino acids, for example, in foods anymore. So never think negatively about having to take some kind of supplement, because on earth, we have less and less good stuff even growing from the ground. So I could imagine a day if I got a supplement inside a capsule that gives me everything I'm missing, I would be open to take it. And I'm a person that has never taken a multivitamin one day in my life
Mhm.
because it wasn't true. I never needed it. But if you
Right.
told me my body needed it, which my body does need the point 0.1, which you're on, and I need the point 0.7. So I've been on that for 20 years, and that's the only thing I take every day. But I don't take anything else because I'm not one of those, like you said, a pill taker or someone that feels that my natural body cannot do it. I think food can do everything besides that genetic flaw that you and I have.
Totally. Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, listen, I do feel great. It's undeniable.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get to think about it. So if it's a financial issue, let's get that out of the way. If it's a taking something, you can take it every other day. You can buy them when you need them. You
Sure.
can, it's your body, right? Now we have the access to what you want, and we can always run blood work again, right? If you ever
Right.
want to take a
Right.
peek, right? Because what's better than taking the car into the shop and they run the computer and they say, hey, you got a little fuse that was out. You never would have known it. So you and I can look in there, and if everything looks great, I would tell my mind to leave my body alone.
Sure. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Right?
I hear you. Yeah.